Hi, welcome back to my channel if you're new here. My name is Aphrodite and this is Aphrodite's house. And today's reading is going to be for the water babies because that's the order that we're doing it in. It was fire, earth, today's water, and then tomorrow will be air signs. So I'm standing this time. My desk is just below me. My mic is here. And so I have my cards. You'll probably hear a lot of shuffling. I will show you the cards as they pop out. Water babies, how are we feeling? I know that energy is kind of high. I believe we're either just entered or getting ready to enter into Cancer season. No, what am I talking about? We've been in Cancer season. Duh. No wonder the emotions are so high. Okay. As usual, we're going to ask the cards to give us the information that we need to know, not what we want to know, okay? Because sometimes what we want to know isn't for our best good, and what we need to know is. Okay. Starting off strong here. Off the Eight of Cups, upright. Right off the bat, Spirit says lack of emotional fulfillment. For a lot of you, I'm hearing it's career, though. I'm hearing it's a lack of emotional fulfillment in your current career. For a lot of you who are kind of worried about your relationships right now, Spirit is saying that there will be a change. But right now, with this Eight of Cups energy, they're for sure talking about not enough emotional fulfillment in work. Then we follow that up with the Ace of Cups, which is funny. Was just talking about if you're in a relationship, Spirit is talking about how that energy is going to be shifting and turning around soon as well. That card was flipped, but we're not going to take it. A lot of cards just choosing to fly here, huh? Justice in reverse. Hermit. Four of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Oh, shit. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. Water babies, what's going on? Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Oh. Oh. Things didn't work out in your favor. There wasn't enough fulfillment. Now you're trying to figure out how to have this sort of peace of mind, peace of space, so that you can't. Someone just keeps saying, get your money up. When that falls, a change of pace and a change of environment come because you'll be doing something completely different. What is going on here? What is going on here? Spirit says you're shifting into a major part of your life right now. These are key components in your life. Ten of Cups. Okay, yeah, the King of Swords in reverse. And the, I think this is the Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's the Eight of Swords. I always get the Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. Reversed. Anything else you want me to pull for these, for the water babies? It's just poor shuffling on my part. Okay, Chariot reversed. Okay. Okay. Talk to me, Spirit. Talk to me. What do you want me to tell the water babies, the collective water babies? What would you like for me to tell them? Everything you want is sitting on the other side of fear. You stick around in places where you don't necessarily feel the most emotional fulfillment, thinking that that's going to be the thing that brings you the emotional fulfillment, and it's not. Hold on, give me like 1 second. I am going to shift this. Give me 1 second. Ah, standing, now I'm sitting. It is what it is, though. Let me just move my mic over a little. Okay. Standing, now I'm sitting. It is what it is. We like a change of scenery. Also, my hip was really starting to hurt, so there might be a lot of like pent up energy in your hip area. Make sure you're doing yoga, stretching, really opening up that area. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. I'm seeing what's happening here is that you just don't feel it. And that's crazy because this is pretty much what this is about. It's almost like you just don't feel it, but you're not taking that leap to getting out of what's making it so you don't feel anything. It's almost like you don't, as a Pisces myself, I find it to be terrifying when we get into instances or situations where we can't feel, where there's just no emotional anything. This almost feels like you've deaded it, like there's really nothing left to feel, but you're not doing anything about it. You're really just content with where you are. And perhaps you're content with where you are because you feel like it brings you some sort of stability somewhere in your life. Here's the thing. The longer you act like you don't know what's going on, and the longer you refuse to step outside of your comfort zone and get over that hurdle of fear, the more you're going to be put into these situations where you just get by the scrape of your teeth, like just barely, because you're not making any forward progress. This would be like if rent was due and you were stressed out and like someone gave you $200 to make up for the rest of rent just like the day before rent was due. You're like, okay, I get it. Like, I just got through this situation just barely and I can't be in this situation anymore. But then it would be like you ending up in the same situation next month because even though you realize you're not supposed to be there, you're not doing anything about it to change it. You're not looking for something that's going to bring in more income. You're not investing in yourself, in your art, in your worth, especially like when it comes to like monetary gain. You need to be looking over contracts, looking over anything that's due at this time, realizing your worth. You need to be asking for that raise. You need to be making sure that, you know, if your work covers insurance, they're doing X, Y, and Z. Look, you hold more power than you realize. Things don't turn without you. That's what they're saying. Things don't turn without you. They don't turn without you. That's crazy. They don't turn without you. You might be the glue that keeps everything together. So you'd be the person who, the magician in reverse. You'd be the person who makes sure the bills is paid on time. You'd be the person who makes sure the kids get to school on time. Everybody eats breakfast. The grocery list is done. Everything's, you know, where it needs to be. Four of Swords in reverse. You're not bringing anything into fruition. You're not allowing yourself to get out of a situation that makes no sense to you. And you're not allowing yourself to rest. You're not allowing yourself, when you aren't rested and recuperated and centered, your view of things are kind of skewed off. And then here you have the Six of Cups. Obsessive compulsive behavior, looking back on past instances where you thought that stuff was going to work out and it didn't, so maybe now you just don't want to do that. A card flew onto the floor, so give me a second. And of course, as I'm talking about situations that don't fit out, that necessarily didn't work out, you've got the Five of Pentacles upright. You're not going to be able to bring anything into fruition if you keep looking back at things like that. If you're not allowing yourself to get any rest. Look at this. How can you harvest anything? How can you manifest anything? Your alchemy, your spells, your rituals, things like this, they're not going to work because whether you Whether you do rituals, candle work, prayer, crystal work, whatever it is that you're trying to bring in, the life that you envision for yourself, it's not going to work. You're not putting in the rest. You're obsessing over the past and things that make no sense, things that didn't work out, things that didn't make you happy, instead of focusing on situations that you could be putting yourself in. And how are you supposed to reap the benefits, reap the rewards of your hard work if you're not giving you're not giving yourself that space and time, you know? This Yeah. Ten of Pentacles reversed. Four of Wands reversed. You're putting yourself in a financially draining situation by not knowing your own worth. You're putting yourself in a financially draining situation by not knowing your own worth. I knew that this was going to be a situation of not having anything to do with relationships. That will be why at the beginning of the reading, we got the Page of Pentacles upright. That would be what, well, that would be confirmation that this has nothing to do with romance. That would be why at the beginning, I'm going to put this back. They said that that was just confirmation. Page of Pentacles usually counts as a yes in terms of tarot. But that's why you had the Ace of Cups flip out when I mentioned relationships in the first place. Your relationship is fine. You just gotta quit overthinking everything. And of course, I split the deck and it's the fucking Page of Pentacles again as confirmation. So, Pisces babies who are in a relationship. Damn, my 10 of Cups is just more confirmation. Pisces babies who are in a relationship, don't stress about it. Don't stress about it. Enjoy the ride. If you came here looking for information on that, this is not that. This is about your money. Okay? So, the channeled message for Pisces. Pisces, wow. The channeled message for water babies. Waters in general, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Three of Swords. You're causing your own heartbreak. You're causing your own stress, your own misery. You're not allowing yourself to see your own worth and push past what has been offered to you and say, okay, I see what you're offering to me. Here's what I'm counter offering because I know my worth. Again, you got the Chariot in reverse. You're not doing it. But then you've got, Nine of Pentacles upright though. So, and the Tower. So, when you really allow for things to fall, and when I say for things to fall with this Tower card, what I mean is the emotional baggage that you're carrying or the numbness that you're currently carrying because it's just been too much. When you let all that go, when you really start to realize your worth, when you really say, okay, I know what I'm worth and I know what I'm capable of, the foundations crumble from the old so that you can build something new and stable and it works out in your favor financially. You put yourself out there and you're recognized, splitting the deck open, and of course, the Sun card, right? Is there anything else you'd like for me to share with these water babies, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces? Okay. Be mindful of your addictions. Be mindful of your addictions and how you communicate with people at this time. Okay. Be mindful of your friendships. Okay. That's a lot. That is a lot. Okay. Be mindful of your addictions. Be mindful of the way that you communicate with people right now, especially in your friend groups. You don't want to step on any toes and you don't want to hurt any feelings, but it definitely seems like there needs to be some sort of conversation that needs to happen here that you've been avoiding. When I get this card, usually for a reading for me, it's like, inward messages are going to be coming in soon. It's usually, for me anyway, this is just because the energy that I relate to my cards and how we communicate with each other. Email, text, Insta DM, whatever. Just be mindful of how you're doing these things, how you're communicating. You don't want to say something and have someone else maybe screenshot and share with someone else, you know what I'm saying? Just be really mindful of that sort of thing right now. With the Lovers upright, this is not a romantic relationship to me. This is not a romantic relationship. This is platonic. This would be like friends, like really good friends who almost mirror one another. You guys could be so close that you mirror one another. A conversation that you've been wanting to have take place might really just need to take place. I see it being something where you don't want to step on each other's toes. And of course, every time I split the deck, it's like the Page of Pentacles keeps coming out as confirmation. But you don't want to step on each other's toes. You don't want to seem rude or disrespectful. You don't want to seem like you don't care, but I get it. A conversation needs to be held for sure. Water babies. It seems like July needs to be about enjoying yourself more, allowing yourself to feel more. That Ace of Cups again. Allowing yourself to really feel more. Separating from situations that don't make sense, but doing so with proper communication in mind, especially if no one's done anything wrong. Just talk it out. Rest and recuperate. Not allowing yourself to rest during this time while we're in Cancer season is going to be more harmful to you, especially with us already being connected to the water, and the water energies and the water deities are kind of haywire right now. The moon is kind of all over the place as well. You don't want to be stuck in a state of delusion, which I think a lot of us are trying to get out of. I think we entered into this state of delusion, unfortunately, and we're trying to claw our way out. We'll get there. It's just going to take some time. That's why I said be mindful of how you're communicating with people, all right? The delusions are strong here. The Hierophant in reverse. God. What cards flew out here? Justice in reverse. Judgment upright. This is the Seven of Wands, I think. Oh, sorry, I got a text. 2, 4, 6. No, that's the Ten of Wands. Wow, am I slow? Okay. I'm gonna have to pause this reading for a minute, but just I'm gonna have to pause this reading for 1 minute. But Justice, Judgment, Ten of Wands upright. So Spirit's going to end up making a judgment call in the end if you don't figure out how to lay down what doesn't belong to you, respectfully. Can this Page of Pentacles really just... We love it here. I ought to just take the Page of Pentacles out and leave it out as confirmation for everything I say at this point. If this is the Page of Pentacles, you all owe me money. Tip. Everybody tip me right now. Everybody tip me right fucking now. That's hilarious. Bottom of the deck is the Hierophant in reverse again. We got the Five of Wands in reverse. Shit. Four of Swords in reverse. But under that, you've got the Nine of Cups upright. So what this is telling me is if you can follow basic ass instructions, you be alright. Emotional fulfillment. Look at that. I'll be right back. Like I said, I have to pause this reading. So just give me a minute and I'll be back. Okay, water babies. Sorry about that. I had other things I had to deal with for just a moment. So I was saying, as long as you can figure out how to follow basic instructions, you should be good. Put your skills to use. Know your worth. Don't stand for anything less. Take that time apart. Make sure you're recuperating and resting. Don't get distracted. I almost broke this Ace of Cups. Still trying to figure out a recording style that works best for me, but it is what it is. Any last minute messages? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Any last minute messages for the water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Any last minute messages for the water signs? Any last minute messages for the water signs? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Any last minute messages for the water signs? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, Two of Pentacles, upright. Any last minute messages for the water babies? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Any last minute messages for the water babies? Scorpio, Pisces. Ooh, a lot flipped over. I'm not going to take all of that. I am going to take what flipped out first, which is the Ace of Swords. Last minute message. Okay. The Sun. It did fall out reverse, but they asked me to flip it. Basically, the last minute messages for water signs here is whatever you choose to do, do it from a place of balance and stability. Don't do it from a place of pure emotion. If you do things from a place of pure emotion, you're going to run into some trouble. Do it from a place of balance. So that emotional side of you and then the logical side of you, they need to be on common ground. Stand firm in what it is that you believe in. Stand firm in what you're putting out. Stand firm in what you are sharing. Stand firm in knowing your worth. Don't let anyone change the trajectory of what you've got going on, and you're guaranteed success. You are guaranteed success when you find balance, when you find stability, when you don't let anyone take that from you. You'll be perfectly fine. You'll be perfectly fine. So, my water babies, this is what I've got for you. Yeah, this is what I've got for you. I hope this was helpful. I hope I was able to shed some light on some situations. It seems like a lot of this is financial and really putting you in a space where you can get comfortable so that you can set up stability for yourself and really just expand and grow and be happy with yourself. So, yeah, I hope I was helpful, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!